Hello everyone, and today I'll be reading a Neuvillette listener by me. So let's get into it. He had never suspected that regaining sovereignty over his own powers would be inconvenient in some ways. But alas, maybe he had not thought of it so well, because right now, he's quite struggling with something that was rather embarrassing. He had no idea that there were instincts for himself. When he had had half his powers, there were no instincts. Nothing at all. Nothing he felt like he had to fight against. But right now, it felt like there were way too many feelings. And all of them way too intense. It was difficult. And a struggle. So he had no idea what to do. And most importantly, he was quite unsure if this was normal, or if it could harm you one day. He hoped not, because for the most part he should be able to stay in control. Otherwise, he could pose a danger, not just to you, but to Fontaine. As a judge, he must remain impartial, and he must remain in control of his own emotions and feelings. And right now, this did not seem very in control of him. No, not when you had gone to your house with a bag of furs. Um, Neuvillette? What is that? I went hunting, he said. He had actually wanted to provide for you in a way. That was one of the many instincts that he was unused to. And so he has gotten you fur and food, courtesy of the animals that he hunted down. Hunting, apparently, was a thing that he felt like doing now, and providing for you was another thing that he wanted to do, as he loved you. And there was this strange protectiveness, this feeling of wanting to give everything to you. It was not there, not in this manner, and he was still trying to get used to this, all this intensity. It feels like he's struggling, trying to unite two wholes within him. One who was regular and normal, completely devoid of any of those intense emotions, and a power far too intense to even be brought to life. He was still trying to figure out what all of those feelings meant, why they were there, and what he was supposed to do with them. If he were to be honest, they were too much. And he just wanted to get rid of them. He was much more used to the subdued emotions from before. And anything so powerful as that, it triggered an anxiety within him, as he did not know how to deal with this. And so, as time went on, he still had a lot to get used to. His protectiveness, for example. Sometimes, he would just go to your home and tell you he would want to stay over the night. He had told you that he was arranging things so you would be with him in the palais. And you had agreed to that, thankfully. But he's been coming home to you more often. Not that you mind, but he just takes you into his arms and wraps you in there, being the big spoon the entirety of your cuddle session, which, again, you do not mind. It's still kinda weird how extreme he's being and how affectionate he is, because he was not like that before. Not to this extent. Sometimes you could be going outside together, and now he just wraps his arm around you, keeps you close, his draconic eyes, watching anyone for any wrong look they may shoot your way, or anything they may say about you. The protectiveness within him, although previously present, has now been heightened, and you're still getting used to that. And most of all, There were feelings of need and possessiveness that he did not have before. Neuvillette was entirely selfless. So, being selfish was something he was not used to. And yet, it seemed like this draconic part to him that now had awakened was more selfish by nature. And it was weird trying to understand that. That possessiveness was in him as well. So, when he had actually gone over to you, wrapped his arms around your waist, and told you, I want you to be mine, Mayan. Please. He had told you that day, making you shiver with anxiety and excitement. And before he knew it, you were sitting on his lap, and he had his arms wrapped around you tightly, his face buried into the crook of your neck as he kissed you there, trailing those kisses all over your shoulder and to the side of your neck, coupled with love bites. It was the first time you've seen him like this. The first time he's been so intense and so determined. The first time you saw that kind of desire within his eyes. And once he had pulled away, there were marks. Marks that would remind anyone who sees you that you're well and truly taken in every sense of the word. You had no idea why he did this, but you did not truly mind it. It was just a little bit too much. However, it was also very adorable in its own way, as you seemed to instantaneously regret it. It is indeed a struggle to be battling like this, and you almost felt bad for him, but you knew it was not really a bad thing. It's not like you were against this in any way. You liked it. You liked the attention you were getting, and you liked being loved by him in this manner. So that's why you wrapped your arms around him tightly. It's alright, Neuvillette. There's nothing for you to be sorry for. Before you even apologize, you say, because you can already tell from the look on his face that he's feeling guilty, and you truly don't think there is a single thing that they should be guilty for. Are you sure, my dearest? I am. I wouldn't be saying that if he wasn't. Although, I will not be showing these to anyone. I will be hiding them. And the pout that was there on his face, it was the cutest sight you've ever seen. You certainly had to kiss it off. And as guilty as you felt for this, it was still a little bit disappointed that you couldn't show off those marks. But you would surely understand your reasoning.